Hello everyone, it's me, Luke here. I'm here at Santa Land here at the gallery in Dallas. We're here at the train station. Woohoo! This is gonna be great.
Whoever has the wristband, we can scan it right here.
Here we go, everyone. Look, everyone, it's snowing. Do you have any magic in your gloves?
I have magic, but really, really stronger on Christmas.
You know what I want for Christmas? CBS 11 News.
Welcome to the Tipsy Elf. You're gonna step right up and grab some hot cocoa right over here.
Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
I think this room is fabulous, and I think we got a tunnel. Shall we go through it?
Candy cane lane, oh candy cane lane.
Will you take me to Bahamas for Christmas and get that nutcracker that I always wanted?
Oh, certainly.
Have you heard of the 55-foot tall cowboy before?
The 55-foot tall cowboy? No, never. Who is that?
Big Ted. Howdy, folks. What food did you like at the fair?
Well, I think my favorite was the fried Snickers.
I am Luke Janacek. This is the end at Snowy Day in Santa Land. And this is Jingle Smith III. We had a great time here.
Back to you.
We have 3 different suits in Mahjong.
In the warmth of a Dallas home
Flowers.
comes the cool of kids under pressure.
4-dot.
And the clickety-clack of these tiles. 7-year-old Claire Lemaster
Soap.
has been playing the ancient Chinese game of Mahjong for a year.
When my mom's playing with her friends, I can help her a lot. And then, like, if you're in a competition of Mahjong, and then you win, you feel surprisingly and happy and proud of you.
We have to exchange 3 tiles with every opponent at the table.
Kristen Irwin teaches kids of all ages the draw and discard tile game, which is similar to rummy.
It spans generations. For kids, they can play with their grandparents, their great-grandparents. It's challenging for everyone at every age.
In Mahjong, you have 3 suits. They are cracks, dots, and bams. Here is an example of a winning combination from the 2024 National Mahjong League card. I was playing this line, and as you can see, the numbers and colors match.
4 to the left.
12-year-old Finn Irwin says the click of the Mahjong tiles helps him stay focused in school and life.
What I like most about it is it's just like a challenging game. This like helps you with your memory because you have to like constantly remember what you're going for and to be aware of like what everyone's playing if you need to pause for something.
I think for stress and emotional health, it's just like any other game would be. It's just a sense of community. You're gathering with family or friends to play, which is always good for mental health.
Mahjong.
Yay!
And little Claire says the game teaches her how to handle losing and winning.
You don't brag or anything.
These kids learn valuable life lessons one tile at a time. In Dallas, Dawn White, CBS News Texas. Baylor Scott and White All Saints Medical Center in Fort Worth launched a general surgery residency program.
I think they're doing great. I think they are really, to me, kind of surpassing where they would be here at the end of their first year.
The new surgical residents are also breaking barriers.
we were all females, and then of course all of our names start with K, which is very fun.
About 700 people applied for the 3 general surgery residency spots. The 3 women are here because it was a good fit for both them and the hospital.
Why don't we just go ahead and start with a running suture.
The 3 Ks are under the watchful eye of surgical residency program director, Dr. Richard Ruiz.
When I started my surgical training 20 some odd years ago, about 20% maybe of surgical residents were women. Now that number is up to about 45%.
15 women dedicated to building a medical institution in Fort Worth founded the hospital in 1900. And 124 years later, these young women plan to continue that legacy, including Dr. Kendall Wermine.
I just think that representation really matters. And if someone has seen me now in the field, then they think, oh, if she can do it, then I can do it.
You're doing a subcuticular, very nice.
Dr. Wermine wants to be a vascular surgeon.
I just think it's a field where I always get to learn new things. It's one that's growing and changing every day.
Dr. Kristen Kluber thought she wanted to be a professional ballerina until an injury sent her into the operating room.
There were not any female surgeons around.
She plans to change that with the goal of opening up her own general surgery private practice in a rural area.
I want to be able to provide underserved communities that really don't have surgeons in the area and just be able to provide something to a place that really doesn't have the resources typically.
People person Dr. Kavneet Kaur wants to help patients as a trauma critical care surgeon.
It's kind of going back to the reason why I wanted to do surgery in the first place, is being able to nurse a patient from when they're on death's door to playing an integral role in getting them back to living their life.
It will come along.
The 3 trailblazers have become the best of friends and say a work-life balance is crucial to avoiding burnout.
We've been trying out all the different spots in Fort Worth. We're big foodies.
The 3 surgical musketeers will spend their 5 years of residency together and plan to pave the path for more young women in front of them. In Fort Worth, Dawn White, CBS News Texas. In a store tucked off this busy road in Fort Worth.
How was your first experience here?
Dancing Iglesias makes sure customers feel welcomed at her new business, Flipstone Vintage and Thrift. Many of the people shopping for these eco-friendly finds may not be aware of an unusual fact.
We knew that it was ironic that we were a Native-owned business on White Settlement Road.
Dancing is a member of the Lakota tribe.
My mom didn't have those opportunities. I think for her life, she was just surviving. She was in boarding school, and her life was extremely traumatic.
Dancing is taking advantage of the opportunities her mother didn't have and co-owns the business with her sister, Lily. The sisters are born and raised in Tarrant County.
I think it gets people thinking and questioning more about, the history of white settlement, because they're like, that sounds weird.
The history of white settlement begins more than 180 years ago.
They are referring to white individuals who are settling amongst natives at the time.
Tarrant County College history instructor Adam Guerrero says General Edward Tarrant, whom Tarrant County is named after, commanded the Texas militia to attack Native Americans living in 7 indigenous villages beginning in 1841.
This is an extermination. There's violence that's enacted against them later as they further push west. So indigenous populations here, they only had the option of they could stay and assimilate, or those who resisted or didn't want to go into reservations, well, then they would face the military.
Since then, I don't think that we have truly felt 100% welcome to be here or feel like we can exist fully. And being able to actually just claim being Indigenous out loud.
Dancing says she didn't feel completely comfortable publicly acknowledging her Native heritage until this year. The meaning behind the shop is much more than just a rack of clothes. The sisters hope the store can bring Indigenous history back into focus in Tarrant County.
I think it makes us more visible, and I hope that it continues to do that. And I honestly, in the future, would love to see more Native businesses open up in Fort Worth and even on this street. I think being on this street has made a really big statement of, like, that it's possible, just that you can take those steps, that you're allowed to, even if it feels scary or it feels wrong, like opening an Indigenous business on White Settlement Road.
The sisters dream starting their business on a road with a painful history.
It is American history. It's Texas history. It's DFW history.
Can help them and Tarrant County's Indigenous people heal from the past while forging a new path for the future. In Tarrant County, Dawn White, CBS News Texas. It's an overcast day outside Brittany Dean and Company Beauty Salon. And inside,
it's like a dirty blonde.
The mood feels just as gloomy.
I was absolutely in shock. I really thought it was a joke and that I was misunderstanding.
Owner Brittany Dean got a call from her distributor in China. A 125% tariff on hair extensions will go into effect on May 2nd.
In a year, I buy about $30,000 of hair extensions, which means that $30,000 will now cost me $67,000.
Now her clients are buzzing about the increased cost to their wallets.
The client could be looking to spend about $1,500 to $1,600 to receive just the same 2 bundles that they were originally paying $1,100 to have.
It's not just the cost of hair extensions that should be going up. Brittany says tariffs are affecting the cost of color and foil as well.
I'm receiving emails every single day from a bunch of different companies trying to prepare the beauty industry for what our future looks like and how it's going to be affecting hairstylists.
So it may be where I can't come as often because I may not be able to afford the increase of the pricing, even though I want to continue to support my hairdresser as much as I can.
Tabitha French isn't just a salon customer. She also works in the beauty manufacturing industry.
There's a lot of uncertainty about when the tariffs are going to go in place and how much that price increases.
I'm going to set my little alarm real quick.
Brittany, who's been doing hair extensions for 16 years, has a wish for the future.
My hope is that within the next 3 to 6 months, we will be finding some relief in this situation and that these tariffs will be removed from these products, just to really keep my business sustainable.
U.S. customers spent $2.4 billion on hair extensions in 2024, according to Fortune Business Insights. And they may have to spend even more this year if the tariffs aren't cut. In Dallas, Dawn White, CBS News, Texas.